Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast, sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Shack in Oregon. This is Sunday. We'll go to a little bit of a Southern gospel sound to start the show. Welcome back. This is Ham Radio Live. David Crowder Band to start the show today. A very happy Sunday to you around the world. Sorry about Europe being a little late for y'all there. It's the 23rd day of January 2022, and you gotta hit the post, man. No more darkness, no more light. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow. Yes, sir. Praise the Lord. From the four winds of the world, away we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shack in Oregon. Happy Sunday. Yeah, I love David Crowder Band. He's fun. You know, my favorite song still is Red Letters. Great song. If you like any type of Christian contemporary music, good artist. Really is. David Crowder Band. I want to start the show out because it's been a while, and I wanted to be able to congratulate getting a QSO card. And, you know, I love getting these from people. And I got one from Thor all the way in Minnesota. It is from Kilo Zero Tango Juliet Tango. There it is. And thank you, Thor, my friend. Yes. Thank you so much for taking my call during your live stream. I'm so happy you finally made the QSO. Also, thank you, Larry, for all you do for this great hobby. God bless you. And I wish you and your family the best of health in 2022. Thor, I would thank you very much and say the same for you, my friend. Thanks for the QSL card. Thank you. Happy Sunday, everybody. It's good to see you. First one in, my brother Bob. That is courtesy of WIFI downstairs. Welcome, Bob. Well done. First one. See, he's one day older now, so, you know, he gets a chance to be first. It's kind of nice, right? Second one in. Cliff Bolts from the state of Virginia. Whiskey Delta 4 Oscar Bravo Papa. Happy Sunday, mate. Paul Camish. Hello, my friend. Nice to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Martin, all the way in Holland. Papa Echo 9 Tango India Golf. Hi, Martin. Happy Sunday, my friend. It's nice to see you. Aaron, hello from Wales. That's late. Glad you and Martin are both here. It's a long ways. And it's very late your time. Thanks for coming, Aaron. Mike Whiskey, 7, Oscar Foxtrot Sierra. We got David here, Alpha Echo 0, Papa Hotel. David, happy Sunday. Nice to see you. It's great to be here with you. Hello, Andy. Andy Cowley, 2 Echo 0, Romeo Echo Echo is here as well. I wanted to let you folks know, if you're not in ham radio, you can get a license. You really can. And don't make Morse code the reason you don't get your license, okay? There are really good clubs out there that can help you get your license, but you have to locate those clubs, right? Contact someone national like the American Radio Relay League. Find them online at www.arrl.org. Hit the Contact Us bar and then let them know you're located. They're going to send you an email back with a club close to you that will help you get licensed. Then once you get licensed, then you learn ham radio. Contact them at www.arrl.org. The CQ Calling Show, powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham radio is all over the world, from WRMI in Okeechobee, Florida. Hawaii, South Pacific, Australia, New Zealand get the show. By the way, going to be a very small little interview with William Desjardins in this show coming up. Yep. A little bit more on beverage antennas. Catch that stream broadcast all around the world. Hawaii, South Pacific, Australia, and New Zealand will have the show Thursday, 0815 UTC on 7730 kilohertz. Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, you're so special, doggone it, you get the show twice. How about that? 2015 UTC on 15770 kilohertz. They're at 19 meters. And you also get the show Friday at 2115 UTC on 7780 kilohertz. North America has a show on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on 9395 kilohertz. And the Caribbean, Central and South America have the show Thursday, 8:15 Eastern time on 9955 kilohertz. And that show is simulcast also on the internet stream at www.wrmi.net. Thanks to ICOM for sponsoring the show. ICOM for the love of ham radio. By the way, they're going to be at Hamcation too in Orlando. Man, yes. Catch their booth. Could be cool. I'd love to see their booth. So if you're going to be anywhere near Hamcation, catch ICOM there at Hamcation. It'll be fun for you. Next Saturday, coming up around the corner for us now, Brad Humphreys from Canada, Alpha Echo 4, Victor Juliet. We're going to learn how to work some digital modes, UT8. You wanted to learn digital. You said so on the show. We're going to work on doing that this Saturday, 20 UTC, 8 p.m. in London, 9 in Western Europe, 10 in Eastern Europe. If you're way over the Pacific, that's going to be on Sunday at 7 a.m. in the eastern part of Australia. So if you're there in Sydney, you're in Melbourne, somewhere on there, you're going to catch that show at 7 a.m. Here in the States, 3 p.m. in the eastern time zone and noon Pacific for Brad Humphreys, Alpha Echo 4, Victor Juliet. Then the following Saturday, my mate Charlie from Red Summit RF. That's going to be on February 12th at 20 UTC. Going to talk to us about great ways we can work portable. Bring your rig out on the road and have some fun with it. Then the next Saturday, that's going to be on the 19th of February, Jeff Doran, November Juliet 2 Union Sierra, live taking your questions about beverage antennas. Jeff did that really good video where he had a north, south, east, west beverage, and he cut out, 2 separate stations, just carved them out completely, and he's going to show you how you can do it. Please join us for that show. It's going to be a big one. That's going to be on the 19th of February at 20 UTC. Good show. Then on the 26th, Tom Pulliard, Alpha Echo 1, Tango Papa, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey in Bahrain. He's so smart, he has 2 call signs. You can learn how to work really good with like an $80 adjustable whip antenna. He uses the MFJ 1979, and he does brilliant work with it. It really does. He's also going to talk about what it's like to work from a very small country, like in Bahrain. There's less than 10 HF operators in that country. Tom is one of them. So we'll learn about what it's like to work in the Middle East, as well as the MFJ 1979. Should be a fun show. Hams Helping Hams, where you can help a ham get themselves started. Yeah. And people have been really helping. This has been such a successful program. I'm blown away. 2 radios have been given to people who needed them, who, trying to get started out, right? A tuner has been given to someone who desperately needed it. We do have one left. We have a radio request from someone here in the States. If you have a rig that's just sitting gathering dust and you'd like to help someone get started, please let me know. Or if you have a need and you're new to ham radio, please hit me up at CQ. hamradiolive@gmail.com. Want to email the show? You can reach me at that same email address, cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. Happy Sunday. Man, I am really sore. I got to tell you, my body, they give you like the 1 to 8 scale, right? I'm in 10, right? I'm an 8 right now. So seriously, I'm sitting here, I'm scooting a little bit, but we'll get this show in. We got the antenna, all the 32 ground radios done, for gosh sakes. That's really... Oh, man. What a job. I'm glad it's over. That's what I'll say. But, it's good to have it finished. That's the main thing. We do have a topic question today. I did hear about Dick's Commander Cal being on over on 80. It's it won't work for me right here. Right now it's 3:06 p.m., and that's why 80 just won't work. I'll get maybe 200 miles out of it, but I won't get to Cal. Yeah. Will Myers, welcome from the beautiful state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin's beautiful. Hello, my friend. Can't say want to say hi, but grateful you came. Kilo Alpha 8, Golf India Mike, thanks for coming. Andy Bronson, Mike 7, X-Ray Tango. Thank you. It's nice to be here. Nice to see you, too. Thanks for being a part of the show, my friend. And Paul, thank you very, very much. Yeah, it'd be nice to work Cal if I could, but with us being here, and that's a difficult call for us in the U.S., here in the western coast of U.S., to reach over to the U.K., you really have to have night on both sides. And right now it's still the afternoon here. So I wish we could. That'd be a fun call to make. I'd love to bust his show up. That would be fun to do that, right? Mike 0, Mike Charlie Lima. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Anyway, be fun. Hi, Greg. Kilo Fox 0, Charlie Uni Zulu. He's here from Bettendorf, Iowa. Going to try from Gray Line. One of your best called in South Africa. Yeah, it'd be fun to do. I can't sit here that long. I can't. You'll see it a little bit. Yeah, you'll see it. This is a show of love for you guys because I can't do a show tomorrow. My wife and I, we promised each other we're going to go to the beach tomorrow. So we're going to take a day off. I guess the first show I have not done in probably about 15 or 16 days. So, yeah. Mark Taylor, hello to you in the UK. Thank you for coming. Mike 7, Echo Sierra Sierra. Good evening, Mark. Thank you for being here. Digital Analog Ham, I believe that's Chris in the UK, I think. Hello, Chris. Welcome, and it's great to have you. Thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. Good evening, Steve. Mike 7, India Whiskey Hotel. Lots of people in the UK. My goodness, I'm really blown away. Folks, if you are in the UK and you'd like to get into ham radio or you want to license up, contact the Radio Society of Great Britain. I think the best radio group in the world, and I know a lot of people now in the U.S. are going to be screaming at me because they, want the American Radio Relay League to get love, but here it comes. But I love what the RSGB does. Find him at www.rsgb.org. We have a question today, and it came from right here in this batch. No joke. It is really painful today. What's the hardest project you've ever done in radio? Toughest thing? Was it building an antenna? Crawling on your hands and knees? Cutting up wire? Whatever. What's the hardest project you've ever done? Talk to us. Let's put it in the comment section, and we will make it part of the show. Want to welcome Barry Wendon back. Hi, Barry. Goodness sakes, all the folks from UK. Thank you for coming. What an honor this is.
What is going on here?
It's really late your time, man. Welcome. It's great to have you. Golf 6, Juliet, Mike X-Ray. Very good evening to you there in the UK. Let's take a look at the weather powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham and shortwave. Here is your A1A. Less sunspots, but good conditions today. Backside the sun, look at that. We lost the sunspot regions. 2984 is left, but that's about it. 46 coronal hole facing Earth. We're having not any impact from that. Lower K indexes mean lower noise floors. We've had good solar conditions. We've got only 2 visible sunspot regions in the front of the sun, but really good stable conditions the last 3 days. Conditions out of Boulder right now, SFI is 94, solar number is 22, A is 8, K is 1, BC latitude again, minus 0.5, and that's because, again, it is winter, and that's the part of the Earth that's facing the sun this time of year. So we'll see a lot of negative BC latitudes. The good news is solar wind is only 323.6 kilometers per second, so that's good. We do have a high MUF on 2 meters if you want to work there. EME degrees for moon bouncers is good today, and you can see that 80 through about 15 meters should be able to work during the daytime. Nighttime bands will be different, though. MUF's current, this is current here, and right about 15 here in the U.S. You could squeeze 12 meters in some places, but you're going to really work 15. Down in South America, you can get everything pretty much. You can go all the way up to about 10 meters there. Europe, all the way into Asia, you're still on 40 and 80. Great conditions down there, and you should do well. I bet Callum's doing very well in the show. Gold Coast, Australia is at 20 megahertz. 22 is on the way. Your ham radio forecast for today and tomorrow. This should be good for both days, my friends. Voice bands 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10 meter openings in the northern hemisphere. Equatorial and southern latitudes, you should get everything. 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10 for voice. CB radio skip for 11 meter people. That should be fairly open in the northern hemisphere, but I think you'll have good conditions in the mid and south, just higher MUFs there. Expect some QSB on all frequencies today just because of that negative BZ latitude. Your data should work great, 30 to 10 meters, all latitude. Your nighttime ham band voice opening should be 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30. Best EX is on 40 meters, but remember 20 in the south works great for about an hour and a half after sunset right now, and 20 and 17 are brilliant at gray line. Short wave folks, 31, 25, 22, and 19 meters. Your shortwave nighttime bands 120, 90, 75, 60, 41, 31, 25, 22. And the 19 meter band should be open in the mid and south latitudes, still about 90 minutes after sunset, then the signals will fade away. Best bands to listen to in the north, definitely 60, 49, and 25. You'll have some great conditions there on the shortwave band. So there you go. Question of the day again. We're going to put that back up because I went through it today. What is the hardest doggone thing you've done in radio? Put in the comment section. It'll be part of the show. It is really nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming today. Appreciate it very much. Jacksonville, Florida's in the house. Hi, Mike. Kilo Delta 2, Sierra X-Ray Delta. Mike, it's nice to see you. Happy Sunday. Did you do a park today? Mike's really good at activating parks. Andy X. the shoulder is doing today. It was good until Larry was crawling on his hands and knees to put ground radials down today. Yeah. No, that's not true. We had 24 ground radials added today to the DX Commander antenna. So that was really the hard part for me. It was just really, getting down there and unscrewing. And thankfully, the good thing, what I love about Cal's antenna, and I've said this a million times, the driven and reflective plates, both are threaded, which makes them brilliant because you don't lose the nut. The nut just, the wing nut comes off in your hand, the screw stays in place. It's a bolt on his antenna. But anyway, the bolt stays in place because he threads them. Makes it so much easier. So when you add ground radials or change radiators or fix them or whatever, it's simple to do because everything's threaded. So So fantastic antenna. So thanks, Andy, for asking about the shoulder. Yeah, it's just too much on the ground today. Hi, Andy. Mike 7, Charlie Union November. He's out of the UK, and we're welcoming you to the show. Happy Sunday. It's nice to see you, Andy. Get GMCG. That is Mike 3 Golf, Quebec Tango. Gordon, good evening in the UK. My goodness. Wow, it's late. I'm stunned. Where are we at here? Well, let me take a look because I've got this wall clock that kind of tells me, oh my goodness, you guys are, wow, holy cow. Thank you for coming. This is very, very late for you folks. And I really mean that. It's approaching midnight. Wow. Thank you for coming from the UK. Thanks. It's nice to meet you. It really is. That's first timer, by the way. Aaron answers question. He says, hardest thing was to convince the wife that antennas are great for the garden. Still working on that one. Brilliant. Nice. That works good. Martin in the Netherlands, convince my wife I need this. That's awesome. That's awesome. Mike, no parks this weekend, unfortunately, but did get my DX Commander up antenna tuned and up and tuned. Congratulations, Mike. That's great. That's great. Yeah. He says he got 28 5-meter radios out of mine. Yeah, I have 24. And it depends on where they are. Some of them are pretty close. We have concrete patio, and they're it's probably about 4 or 5 feet. So, about 4 or 5 feet in that area, but everywhere else, a wagon wheel right about, what is it? It's right about 3 meters long. So, yeah. And then, it does okay. I mean, it does. It seems to me, honestly, it's the same. But we'll see. The ground radios before were great with 8, but we'll see. It's really early for me yet to test it. So we'll see. David, hardest thing was getting the soon-to-be XYL I need. And I need all this gear. So everybody, it's the wife, right? It's the wife. Yeah. Ray at ICOM has a really good point. He says, buy them a gift that is the same or more than what you're asking for, okay? So if you want like something like a radio, get them some jewelry. It'll work. It'll work. Okay. Let's go on trivia question. Number 1 today, the Benton Harbor Lunchbox. We've had this before. So you guys should be able to get this. This shouldn't be too hard for you. Currently, the world is beating North America terribly. It is 80-55. So the Benton Harbor Lunchbox was A, an antenna match made by Viking. B, a portable single-band transceiver by Heathkit. C, a field day food container. Or D, another name for the Yaesu FT1000MP. Benton Harbor Lunchbox. What was it? A, B, C, or D. We'll let you know who gets it right the first time, and we'll see who catches up or takes the lead bigger. Benton Harbor Lunchbox. A, an antenna match made by Viking. B, a portable single-band transceiver by Heathkit. C, a field day food container. Or D, another name for the Yaesu FT1000MP. Let me know with A, B, C, or D, and we'll let you know who gets it right today. First one up is Cliff. He answers B to that question. A portable single-band transceiver by Heathkit, and you just helped North America get in the game again. Well done. All right. 8060. Yep, it was. Take a look at this. Here it is. Here's an ad for it. Benton Harbor Lunchbox is complete transceivers for 6 and 2 meters. Features crystal-controlled transmitters with 5-watt input and tunable super regenerative receivers with RF stage, built-in 115-volt AC power supply, and speaker. Mic included. Less crystal. Okay. So you see the kit for 6 meters is £9. No money down. $5 a month for $44.95. Look at that. If you wanted the 2-meter kit, it was also £9, and it was $5 a month for $44.95. If you wanted the GP11, that was a mobile vibrator power supply for £6 there. It was $17.95. So that was the Benton Harbor Lunchboxes. They have single band transceivers, and they were for 6 and 2 meters. It's pretty cool, right? Okay, let's see who else answered that question right besides Cliff. We had Aaron, and he has it in Wales. Congratulations. David had A. Daniel had B. Andy had B. Mark Taylor had B. Martin says C. I like that. C is a field day food container. I like that. That's a great comment. And Barry also had it correct. Yeah, the Benton Harbor Lunchbox, little single bander, 2 or 6 meters. It's pretty cool. Let's take a look at question number 2. How many choices may be listed on a vanity call sign application preference list? Okay, so this is when you go on the FCC webpage and you request a vanity call sign. There are multiple windows that you can select call signs with, okay? There's not just one, there's multiple amounts, okay? So how many are listed? How many can you choose? Is it A, 25, B, 3, C, 2, or D, 12? Okay, and keep in mind too, that right now, Vanity calls are still free. You can still get one free. So if you go to the FCC website and your US ham, you can change your call sign. You really can, according to what the rules are. You can't get a 2x2, for example, if you're a general, but you could change your call sign up a little bit and do it for free. Not going to be that way all year long, for sure. So how many call signs choices may be listed on a Vanity call sign application? A25, B3, C2, or D12. First one to come in on that was Mike with B3. Nope, not B. Cliff Bolts in Virginia had B. Mike had B. Aaron has B. Andy, you guys love B. Daniel, New Hampshire has B. Mike in the U.S., look at that. A, that's Alpha Echo Zero Papa Hotel. And the U.S. got, North America should say, has got both today. That's great. 8065. Yep. 25. Yep. There are 25 application windows when you go to do your Vanity call sign app. Yep. There's 25. I looked at that once when I was going to do mine. I thought, man, I wanted like one, and I kept applying for it over and over again. Seriously, that's how I did it. They say that it doesn't make a difference, right? If you apply over and over again. I don't know. It didn't hurt me. I got it. So, but I applied, I think it was 37 times for K7HN. That's no lie. So I'm really honored to have the call. So it was only one other call that had it. One other ham, he was in Idaho. So yeah, that was quite a while ago. Let me get you to a few photos so you can get an idea of what I've been up to today. Yes, it's been a busy day here at the Ham Shack of Larry. This is all of the, and this is going to be a little talk about reward versus price. Okay. These are aluminum fence wires. Okay. That's what they are. And essentially they string out into a spoke like a wagon wheel from the DX Commander classic antenna. When you have just one, that's how it looks. You basically crimp them. You have, I can put 3 on like a yellow connector, which handles 10 to 12 gauge wires. So I can get 3 of them in there. There's 17 gauge just with the antenna wires. Sorry, the electric fence wire. Now, the cost versus what you get. Okay, when you use this kind of wire, it's aluminum wire, and it's literally a 1/4 mile long. No joke, 1/4 mile long. It was, I think it was $19 on sale. And the thing is, when you get it, it's different. I've always loved stranded wire. I've always loved it because it's easy to work with. If you have single hard wire, it's more difficult because, you've got to, it's going to bend, it's going to coil, it's going to do all kinds of things you don't want to do. Now, with this, when you get it, the issue you have is uncoiling it. Okay, so if you could save a lot of money, don't get me wrong, by using this kind of wire, like, the electric fence wire at, local hardware stores. Save a lot of money on your antenna and, not have to get copper out there. But I will tell you, you're going to spend a lot of time uncoiling and straightening. It's over and over again until you have enough radials. And what I did was I already had 8, so I added 24, but it was a big project. And I'll be honest, that was a tough one for me. That's why the question is what it is today. What's the hardest project you've ever done in radio? That for me was probably the hardest because I got to the point where I couldn't feel my back very well. It's not a happy day here for sure. By the way, in the last question, let me get you guys in there because y'all did answer a lot here, and this was regarding the FCC question. Also answering that question, I love Martin's thing. Yeah, I see. I like that. Phil, welcome to the show. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Golf Juliet. Welcome. It's nice to have you here today. Barry had C. Mike said, thinking of getting Vanity myself. That'd be a good idea. Yeah. Actually, it won't be a Vanity, right? Yeah, no, it is a Vanity. Yeah, if you're an extra. Yeah. The neat thing about extra is you can pick anything you want. 2x2 doesn't have to be in your call district either, Mike. I mean, you're 2 now, right? So if you see a 7 available or a 6 or a 5-4, whatever, you can do that. because you're an extra. You can take the 1x2 or 2x1. You can grab that because you're an extra. So you can take whatever's available. There's a great website. I'll put it in the description section where you can do it's Radio QTH, where you can check what Vandy calls are coming up and when they're coming up. So you can apply for them and try and get a Vandy call sign. But do it now while they're free, because soon it's not going to be free. Not anymore. All right, let's go one more time that question because I'm running out of gas here. I'm moving too much. What's the hardest project you've ever done in radio? Could be putting up an antenna. It might be getting to a park, setting things up. It might be like a hot day. I can tell you when I was in Hawaii, no kidding, that was tough for me. I'd been up the night before all night long. I was really sore. My back was just, it's a long story. But anyway, my point was I'd been awake all night. And so I set up in this beautiful park right by the ocean. And I was trying to do phased array verticals, which of course didn't work, but it was fun to try. Well, then the heat came up because it's Hawaii and it's going to be warm. Man, oh man, it was so hard to pick that stuff up and bring it back to the condo. It was like, oh, awful. It was awful. That was a long day too, to be quite honest with you. The hardest thing you've done in ham radio. Let's talk about for a moment. Ham or shortwave either. Mike says, I'll keep 2. Got to keep my New York roots. There you go. Yeah. Find a 2. And again, I'll have it in the description section below. It's Radio QTH, Vanity Call. I forget exactly what it is, but it is on Radio QTH. You can just check there. It's good to do it. And Cliff, thank you. That's very nice. Thank you about the thumbs up. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate that. This is going to be a short show. I came to say hello and to tell you thank you for all that you do for me. I appreciate it. I never expected to do shortwave. That was just a blessing that came out of nowhere. And I really love doing time with you guys. That's a joy for me. When I get done, I walk for a while, I stretch and try and feel a little better, but it's time with you. And for me, that's always been fun. So thank you. I don't know everything. I guarantee you that I don't know it all, but it's fun to spend time with all of you so we can learn together. Okay? Adam, November Yankee 5 Echo. Larry, during the playoffs, you are a dedicated beyond measure man. 73 people. He's watching football. There you go. I used to be an NFL guy. I'm more college now. I'm more NCAA college, but I love college football. Man, Saturdays are my day. But interesting enough, growing up, I was a Cincinnati Bengals fan, and they're still in the playoffs right now. They haven't been this successful in a long time. So it'll be interesting to see if they can go farther. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. We'll see. Mike, yes, I have it already. Thanks. Good for you. Good, Mike. That's good. Yeah, Radio QTH, good place to get. Barry Wendon, building MK7 Paraset and trying to find components. That's a tough thing for him to do. There you go, Barry. Yeah. It's different. For everybody, we have our own projects we do and trying to get them done, right? That can be very challenging and frustrating too sometimes, especially like with your situation, finding the components. Totally understand. James Johnson, welcome. We've got another person from Jacksonville. That's great. Jacksonian. Welcome, James. Mike as well is from Jacksonville. Kilo Delta 2 Sierra X-ray Delta. James, call sign, Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo November Alpha. Welcome, James. Happy Sunday night to you. I know what day it is, but you can't remember. Andy, putting my tower up. That could be very challenging. Absolutely. That could be a hard project. No question about that. That's for sure. David in Kansas City is a roll Chief. Did they win today? I don't know. Like I say, I don't follow. I've been putting and straightening out aluminum wire all day. Yeah. Did they win? I don't know. Anyway, folks, I'll say goodbye in a 73 to y'all. Thank you for coming. I really do. We talk about radio here, and I can tell you real quick. Let's take a look at 7610. I'll show you. This is after I added the ground radials to it. It's, definitely got some receive to it. They're there. It's still a contest weekend here in the U.S. North American QSO Party, the Collegiate QSO Party. So here's a good look at 20. And moving up to 17, here's 17 meters. So yeah, it's picking up stuff pretty well. I'm grateful for that. It's just that, to be honest with you, I haven't noticed a huge change yet. It's going to take a little bit of time for me to, just get a little power here. There we go. There's where I notice it, right there. Okay, and that's something I have noticed. There is more power going out to the antenna, and that's really nice to see because, before it might be 90 watts, right? Now it's bang 100. So I think that made a difference. We'll see. It takes time to make sure, right? All right, let me catch up with your final comments and we will be rolling along. Andy, hope you're not doing time, Larry. No. Tomorrow's the day to go to the beach. We're going to have a good afternoon. That'll be fun. James Johnson, Jacksonville, Florida. My hardest project in radio is putting up a proper vertical antenna. I wound up ordering a prefab easy up mast. Nothing wrong with that, man. That's a good idea, actually. It really is. You can set your spacers, wherever you want your radials to be. Build your ground radio plane. We had William Desjardins here yesterday, Whiskey 1 Zulu Yankee, who talked to me about adding some more ground radials. That's why I put 32 down. They're just in a spoke of a wheel, and I hope the lawnmower doesn't, bite them and eat them, but we'll see. Yeah, that's how it goes. James, that's a good comment. Thank you for adding that to the show today. Appreciate you coming. Thanks, James. Sean in Central Oregon, getting my 80-meter off-center vid dipole properly tuned on 80, 40, 20, and 10. I seem to have to tinker with it all the time to keep it working. The nice part about it, Sean, is you have it built, right? So there are areas of the band I'm sure you could work. And since 80 is big, right, that's kind of a tough one because this, even on multi-band verticals, you only get a little bit. So that's where your external tuner will help you. That's a nice comment. That really is. All right. No, the game's just starting. Okay. It's Chiefs and I forget who it is, but is it Buffalo? I think it's Buffalo. Anyway, Timothy's back from New York State, Kilo Delta 2, Whiskey Yankee. Hi, Tim. Good evening to you, and thank you for coming. And James, that's nice. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. The whole purpose of why we're here really is to help you get into ham radio. That's it. We try to help you by encouraging you to tell you don't have to know Morse code for the most part. You don't even have to be smart. I'm living proof of that. Contact someone like the Wireless Institute of Australia at www.wia.org. Hit the Contact Us bar. Even if you're not in Australia, they'll help you find a club local. Tell them where you're located. They'll send you an email back with a local radio club. www.wia.org. Again, if you'd like to get in touch with me, ask a question, maybe a comment, feel free and reach out to me at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. That is CQ, Ham Radio Live at gmail.com. Very best to you and your family this Sunday. Thanks for coming to Ham Radio Live. Enjoy the sign off. This one's fun. It comes from Ireland, the Emerald Isle. Until we meet again, God bless you. Happy Sunday, everybody, wherever you may be, and goodbye.
Well, before saying goodnight, we leave you with a taste of things to come for Saturday, the 19th of January, here on RTE1. Is ag a fid no mé treisinaí, Dilina Daus le Moira de Barra, Mamo is Cahill. And at 9:30 there's music, special celebrity guests, interviews and videos when Mary, Angus, Kathy and Dave invite you to join them on the show where anything goes. Sports Stadium is at 2. And at 7:10, the A-Team finally solved the mystery of a missing man in the conclusion to The Bend in the River. 8:05, and we're savouring more of that Hawaiian heat. And as usual on a Saturday night after the main evening news, it's over to Gay Byrne in Studio 1 for The Late Late Show. And finally, at 11:25, Crockett and Tubbs team up once again to continue their fight against Miami Vice. And there's plenty of variety tomorrow night on RTE2 with The Fugitive at 8:10 and the return of David Carradine in Kung Fu at 10:25. So if you're snowbound tomorrow evening, why not keep us company here on RTE1? We'll be glad of it. But in the meantime, from me, Teresa Lowe, a very good night to you and sleep well. Tásúlagam gavonshiv tanav as our glorcha nacht is o gach inion seo chordja, ihawa is Kalasá.